Good current part of the day, everyone. Today we'll find out if I can speak out loud in English. Probably not really. So, just like everyone else, I've been obsessed in the past few months with cottagecore escapism, which, by the way, was invented by Marie Antoinette, who just loved farm life being totally useless in non-practical white cotton dresses. Truly inspiring. So, naturally, I also fixated on the strawberry dress too. So, as I had nothing better to do, I decided to rearrange a fitted bedsheet my mom gave me and the really ugly fast fashion kids skirt I imposed both a few years ago because I wanted to be a ball of pink fluff, then wore it like once before putting it aside, as I probably could sew something out of it in the distant future. That's no strawberries, but pink and fluffy still. First, I ripped every seam I found and didn't like in both the skirt and the bedsheet, rearranged them into nice little rectangles and ironed the bedsheet, not the skirt, as it was just plastic in varying textures, but the bedsheet took about the whole day because I didn't have a normal ironing board, just a tiny one meant for sleeves I used to play with as a kid. I always been a big fan of tiny versions of normal stuff. My flat iron is also tiny for no real reason, but it's kinda cute. Then I made the pink lining a bit smaller than it was original, for some reason I can't remember. Then after some not perfect calculations, thanks to 4 years in class, especially for kids talented in math, my shit idiot brain can barely calculate the dimensions of a circle skirt with some help. I cut out the biggest circle and the tinier one in the middle, as you need that in a skirt. It's a nice little hole for me to fit in. Then I cut off some of the bottom of the two very roughly measured and cut that in half even roughlier, so I could have a nice line of ruffles at the bottom of the skirt and would make it as fluffy as this tiny amount of tulle lets me to be. The other half of it was probably put aside for sleeves. I have no memories or evidence of it, but it seems logical. I made the ruffles, then pinned together the two inner layers of the skirt with my terrible method of using way too many pins, always halving. That doesn't really sound like a word. The remaining distances or whatever, because my anxiety would murder me and my loved ones if my gathering wasn't even, and I can't let my cat die, because I promised him he could eat my corpse when I die, as he only gets dry food normally. He really deserves that as a treat. I sewed them together, then added the outer two layers the same way. Then I copied, modified and made unrecognizable a pattern of a bra top from one of my mom's sewing magazines from the 80s, one set with separate cups for the inner layer and one with joint panels for the outer. At this point it almost seemed like I knew what I was doing, but I promise I didn't. Then I added a bunch of stuff to the lining so it would actually work as a built-in bra. The padding I pulled out of an old swimsuit. I probably will still wear more than this dress and I miss it later, but I never said I was smart. I actually say it a lot and I always lie. Made some straps and attached the layers on the top, not leaving a hole so I could put the straps between the layers. Not smart again. I needed a break from the body, so I finally hemmed the middle skirt with the special hemming foot, which is like super cool that this old fart machine has special foots too. Then I ironed it, which both took a lot of time and was super boring, but at least in the meantime I got a slightly bigger, still tiny ironing board. Yay! I attached the bodice and the skirt and tried to insert zippers. It was super stressful. I started over a bunch of times and it came out super visible, and also I have no zipper foot. It was a mess. I finally decided where to put the straps. I put it the wrong place the first time, so I couldn't even put it on. Really smart one there too. And at their new position, they also kind of pushed my boobs into my armpits, which was a fortunate change of plan, as it made the dress appear way more modest and helped to create the illusion of having a waist. Truly magical. Lastly, I made two biggest tubes of the leftover tulle and attached them to the bodice and straps, and then some of the elastic from the bedsheet to make it fluffy at the ends of the sleeves too. It all came out super pretty and surprisingly comfortable. The body is not lace but hangs super smooth because of the bed measurements. The waist is bigger than me and the weight of the skirt pulls it tight. I also made some cute earrings and matching mask because it was less work than embroidering on the whole dress, and because I don't leave the house, but it hides nicely how much I abuse my pimples, fat and anxiety. Alright, thanks, bye.